Wrestling Fanboy here, also known as Step Dorsey on YouTube. But you didn't come here for that. Me and my brother, we doing our podcast, Wrestling with the Brothers. Now, let's go and get into it. Welcome to the podcast. Steven here with Kanan, Wrestling with the Brothers. We back with another one. And we have to talk about WWE Money in the Bank. Because we got opinions.
A lot of.
So, overall, before we break it down, what did you think of the pay-per-view?
Out of, let's say, if I'm gonna rank it out of 10, I give it a 7.
A 7?
A 7.
I'd probably give it a 6. I mean, it was all right. It could have been a lot better, but it was all right.
I grade.
You said
I was grading based off. I'm grading it based off everything: story, matches, not too many botches.
Well, the botches they did have, it wasn't so bad.
I don't know. They had a major botch, but because I think Damian Priest got knocked out.
No, we gonna get to that. But I think what it was, Damian Priest, they were supposed to cue Drew McIntyre music while the ref was counting, which would make the ref stop counting. That's what I think was supposed to happen. But I don't know. Anyway, let's go and get into the matches, man. So they started off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So who was your pick going into the match?
Jey Uso.
I think there was a lot of folks pick. If not Jey Uso, probably like LA Knight or somebody. But I thought Jey Uso was gonna win.
Me too.
And that was my pick in my predictions video. But once Drew McIntyre won, I knew it was finna be some bull. I just knew it. And see this is my beef with the men's Money in the Bank. Because the percentage and the win rate when you have the briefcase just keeps going down. Like why would you even want to win the briefcase if you bound to lose?
They don't pick the right moments. That's what I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see that a lot. Like the moments that they had them pick be kind of stupid. Like,
yeah,
you could have did the same thing that Damian Priest did to you and just wait, but you was so anxious that you wanted to just take that chance right now, see what happened.
Yeah, he could have waited till his blood feud with CM Punk was over. Because we all knew that CM Punk was gonna screw him over. I mean, it's kind of predictable.
Yeah, did nobody know this? That he was gonna screw Seth over in the process.
Exactly. Didn't nobody know that. And so, also in the back of my mind, not expecting Drew to win the Money in the Bank, I kinda didn't expect. I wanted Damian to keep the title, but I was leaning more towards Seth versus Gunther since they've been building that a while before Seth was hurt and went away for some time. So I thought Seth might have pulled it out and won.
I wouldn't be mad if Seth won anyway, because the title changing hands from Damian Priest wouldn't have been a bad idea. Because you can always get it back, and we've had long title reigns from the champions in the past couple of years, so we need some kind of back and forwards of champion switches a little bit, at least a little bit.
Yeah, transitional champions.
Yeah, because now everybody holding it a year. 2 years. I'm like, now give me some what they call them, some what they it's on my mind, double matches or some rubber band. What is it? Rubber match.
Rubber matches.
Yeah. Where they go back and forth changing the championship.
I think this would have been a perfect time for that because I feel like they could have easily had it to where, Damian had the title. He lost it to Seth. Whoever goes against Gunther is finna lose. They're going to lose. Gunther is gonna hold that title. And I think he gonna hold it a long time. That's why I feel like this would have been the perfect time to, jump it. They could have had 3 champions. They could have had Seth beat Damian, and then Drew beat, Seth. And then Seth be like, oh no, I want my rematch. Or Damian be like, I want my rematch. And then they just did that on Monday, and then had CM Punk screw Drew in. Like,
but I feel like when Damian is going to lose, like you said, Damian is going to lose to Gunther. But I feel like they finna tell the story, and they gonna have Finn do something to make Damian lose. That's what's gonna be the next. That's what's gonna be the next story.
I can see that. But I feel like Gunther could beat him cleanly though. That's in my opinion. I feel like Gunther could really just beat him cleanly. You ain't even gotta have Finn interfere. So I don't feel like you really needed the title for that unless you was gonna have Finn take it from Damian. So I don't know. But also, so it was this thing, it's this theory, I say, that Jey Uso should have won because he is one of the few people in the company that has like stories with Raw and SmackDown. So it would have been neat if he had the briefcase because he could have popped up back on SmackDown. And with Cody, he used to be tag team champions. The bloodline, that's his family. Solo finna go against Cody. They could have weaved main event Jey Uso back in there that type of way. With the briefcase. So I really feel like they missed the opportunity, man. Or they could have had, like you said, back and forth. If Jay would have won it, they could have had Jay cash in and win it, and then had somebody take it off of him. It's just a lot. I think this is one of the reasons my grade went down for the pay-per-view is because when Drew McIntyre won, I knew he probably wasn't gonna become champion. That's just, I feel like it kind of spoiled it. Now, if they would have put the match on later, then it would have been fine. But it is what it is. It was a good match, though. I will say that. Definitely a good match. Now, what did you think about the second match? Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Championship.
I feel like that match was too early. And then feel like if you wasn't gonna let Sammy lose, you shouldn't have put him against Braun Breaker.
Exactly. Like that's why we family. Cause you read my mind.
I'm like, man, if you not finna have him lose, why put him in this match? I don't get it.
Cause if he's supposed to be the next Brock Lesnar, and he been dominating people, cause he really have. They was doing everything good with him. Why would you put him in this match? Like, why would you have him lose? I would have been fine if he would have got disqualified, because at least he didn't lose cleanly. It would have kept some of that beast aura that he got. And I mean, Sammy, I kind of like Sammy ever since WrestleMania, and they started doing more and more with him. Because they really make it look like it's a sports like it's sports entertainment when it comes to Sammy, because they do different camera angles when it come to him, like how he be walking and stuff, and they be having the camera following him, and he be interacting with folks. So I like that, but he should have lost to Braun. He definitely should have lost to Braun. They missed their opportunity to pull the trigger, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Man, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have another match at SummerSlam, which Braun should win. But we'll just have to wait and see. And the infamous match of the pay-per-view, the World Heavyweight Championship match, Damian Priest defended against Seth. And it later became a triple threat match. So what you think of the match before, that big botch?
The match was pretty good. It was a good match. They was having good. It was, like I said, it was actually a good match. I'm like, they were going back and forth. I'm like, they was telling a good story. And then just all of a sudden, you knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But with the botch, yeah. I heard that, it was probably somebody missed a cue to where potentially Damian wasn't supposed to kick out. Drew McIntyre was supposed to music hit, and the ref was supposed to be like, oh shit, what's going on? Instead of counting. So that's what they said.
If you look at it too, again, he do look like he was knocked out.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he was dazed. He definitely looked like he was out of it. Because Seth did a series of moves before that even happened.
Mm-hmm. He looked like he was knocked out.
So he could.
And so I was looking like,
he could have knocked him out.
But it tells a good story that you really don't know.
True. Also, it's got to be acknowledged though. They gotta say something about it in order for people to be like, okay, that's cool. At least they gave a reason, even if it's a bullshit reason. At least they give something so we'll know that they acknowledge the reason, like that was a botch. Like I heard that they could say Finn paid the ref off, which that would help against Finn and Damian. Because Damian be like, I don't want you to interfere. And then Finn could be like, well, if I didn't interfere, mate, then you
would have lost.
You would have lost. Because even though Gunther, like I keep saying this, Gunther gonna beat whoever had a title at SummerSlam, I wanted Finn to get another title chance or run before it's all said and done. But okay, I feel like the match was good too. Extremely good. And Seth looked amazing. Like,
but to be honest, Seth is probably one of the best technical wrestlers in the business. He is not too many times to where he doesn't look good in a match. To be honest,
you're right. But it looked like prime Seth though.
Yeah, Seth carries people, man. And that's one of them things that he carries people. You don't gotta be the best of wrestlers to wrestle with him because he gonna carry you.
He definitely gonna make you look good.
But I feel like WWE is doing some great storytelling, kind of, and it's interfering with some of it, but not as much you don't want it to. Like, you don't want too many stories crossing paths but you still want stories.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely take this WWE over like a few years ago WWE, you know, because at least now it makes sense. To me, it make more sense. Like, I understand, like, it's mad as I could be about Drew cashing in and wasting the briefcase. I mean, at least it's to build up him and CM Punk feud and semi-reunite his feud with Seth. I'm like, I kind of get that. If it wasn't good, then I would have a problem. A few years ago, it would have been crap, in my opinion. So, I mean, I'm mad a little bit that they wasted the Money in the Bank briefcase for no
That's
reason.
what I think. Bro, if y'all was gonna do that, y'all could have just let Jay get it. Or Andrade. Andrade had a good showing too.
Yeah. Because at least when y'all gave it to Damian Priest, it looked like he was going to lose it, but he held it for a long time and eventually cashed it in. At least Austin Theory cashed it in and got the United States title, I believe.
Yeah. But the crazy thing to me is, why are you continuing to give? Why with Jay? This is for Jay. Why are you continuing to push it? If he's over as y'all see he is, why are y'all not pushing him towards any title? And this the same goes for LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all not pushing them towards any singles title? Like not even the US, not even the Intercontinental. Because at this point, as over as both of them are and were, you could easily give them any title right now, and they'll be okay.
Well,
not even just for a little bit.
Yeah, but I believe they on the path for LA Knight to get the United States title. But for Jay, there's nothing for him to get. Like he the main one you talking about. They not pushing him nowhere. At least LA Knight in a feud with Logan Paul.
They pushing him towards this storyline with the bloodline, knowing that he gonna be back, but at the same time, don't he got his own stuff going on?
Yeah.
You could at least have him have his own stuff still going on instead of leaving him in limbo to when Roman and his brother come back. Because that's what y'all doing.
Go ahead.
Using him for the ratings every week, but then not letting him bank off of it.
And I just thought about it. They could have easily had it to where, I know it's early, but you know Survivor Series coming up. Let's say in a weird twisted universe, they would have let Jay have the Money in the Bank. And let's say Solo beat Cody. You could have Jay potentially cash in on his brother. Or you could have had Jay been the champion going into Survivor Series. And you know they normally do champion versus champion. So you would have had brother versus brother again. Solo versus Jay. That's why I said there's so many possibilities you could have did if Jay was Mr. Money in the Bank. I just feel like they blew it. And don't get me wrong, I like Drew McIntyre. But if y'all was going to have him win the match, y'all should have let him just hold the briefcase. Because Drew deserved better than that. Or at least had him and CM Punk feud over the briefcase.
True.
You could have had CM Punk come out there while Drew was walking down there and been like, no. Like every time Drew tried to cash in, he like, nope.
But stopped him. Yes, but stopped him before he wasted the money in the bank.
Yeah.
The money in the bank was wasted.
It was.
You had him have it and then lose it. It was wasted.
It really was, man. It just, I don't like that. And
you could have told that same story without him losing the money in the bank.
Or you could have told that same story without the Money in the Bank, period, really. You could have had CM Punk attack that man while he was in the Money in the Bank. And then you still could have had Drew come out there to where them people, where Biggie, and Wade and all of them was out there, you know, doing the show. Drew could have still came out there telling me, I'm gonna kill you, all that. It could have still been the same. Like people been saying, it's like they just adding gas to an already good forest fire. Like, why are you doing it? It don't need no more. But, so after the botch, Drew came out. We kind of already said it. Drew looked like he was finna win. CM Punk interfered, attacked Drew, and proceeded to, he hit somebody with a steel chair, and then he also hit somebody with the title and let them get pinned by Damian Priest. So Damian Priest retained his World Heavyweight title. Alright, so now to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Loved it.
That match was good. Extremely better than the men's match. and I like the winner.
Yeah.
Not who I picked, but hey.
I wasn't mad. You pushing. I felt like she was gonna win anyway because they pushing her.
Yeah.
They pushing her, and then the crazy part to have her do the little backstage thing with Trish Stratus, who she's supposed to remind you of, it's crazy. I'm like, that's what they playing it into. I'm like, if you look at wrestling today, you'll see that they trying to bring back the old wrestlers in new form.
I mean, a lot of folks are imitation, you know, just with a little twist and stuff. You know, the people that they looked up to was the old wrestlers and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not surprised they will remind you of some of the legends. I had Chelsea Green win. I feel like Chelsea Green could have won. My two picks was Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton, because Tiffany Stratton already was on the rise. Like, I feel like she was gonna win the title eventually anyway. But they was like, hey, we can go give it to Tiffany. I just felt like Chelsea Green was her chance to, you know, really win. But hey, the spots that the women did in this match, crazy compared to the dudes. The dudes don't be taking no risks. The women don't mind.
Yeah, the little split was funny.
Man, EO Scott doing pile drivers and stuff onto ladders.
Who was that fell through the ladder at the end when they pushed him?
I don't remember. I know they pushed Chelsea Green off of it into the
I think table. Yeah, there was her.
But
yeah, it's like in compared to the men's, they have more action.
Exactly. This probably at this point to me, this was the match of the night. And so now, with hindsight, I mean, it's tied with the main event, because the main event it picked up when it needed to. I really liked it when it started picking up. But yeah, the women's ladder match was really good. EO Sky had me thinking she was gonna win again. She really had me thinking she was gonna win for a second time. So we gonna see. It's kind of weird because, you know, Tiffany Stratton is now cool with Nia Jax, and Nia Jax got a match with Bayley coming up at SummerSlam. So at first I was thinking
she gonna cash it in when Nia Jax wins.
But you think Nia Jax gonna win?
I would let her win. For her career, I would let her win. Even though she don't hold it long, she needs to win.
I feel like yeah.
And then
I was feeling like she should win, but I don't think she will now, because Tiffy got the title. I mean, Tiffy got the Money in the Bank. So I feel like Nia gonna end up losing, and she gonna end up beating Bayley down. Then Tiffy gonna cash in. Cause if they didn't make they friends in real life, Tiffy and Naya, if they didn't start doing their own screen, friendship, and they were separate, I think Naya would have just dominated. But I don't know. I really don't. We definitely gonna see. All right. So to the main event. What?
Nah, I said you said the main event. I said yeah.
The Bloodline versus Cody, Randy, and KO. Of course, the star was Jacob Fatu.
Hey, bro, he tough, bro. Jacob Fatu is well advertised, bro. He's tough.
Yeah, Daddy asked me about him the other day, cause he was like, "What you know about him?" I said that might have been a champion everywhere else he was, and he carried a company for a long time.
But he's an indie guy.
An indie legend. So, yeah.
Well, I was listening to Bubba Ray and Mark Henry. If you really want to know some wrestling, listen to them. Wherever they be on, they gonna give you some gems. And they said one thing that Mark Henry said, he was like, the way you knew that he was ready for this moment and ready for this opportunity is the fact that he came in like 40 pounds lighter.
Yep, he did.
Bro looks the part. He looks. And then Bubba Ray was like, the facial expressions tell his story. He don't even have to talk. His facial expressions tell his story. And it made me look at that and notice that, and the way he moved. I'm like, for his size and all that stuff, his movements, his moveset, all that jump was on point.
Yeah, cause to me, when he was in the Indies, I ain't gonna say he looked fat, but he definitely was a big dude. So when he first appeared and debuted in the WWE, I was like, that man lost some weight, cause he looked buff. He looked stocky. He definitely has toned up to where he just looked like a beast. So yeah, I definitely think he's ready. The question is, now that he had his first match, who he gonna fight next? Cause they might throw him straight into a feud with somebody. And I hate that they always throw KO into a feud and he always lose. But that might be who they throw in there. Cause them two was going at it.
Yeah.
They was going at it. So I think that's what they're gonna end up doing. It's gonna be Jacob Fatu and KO going into probably SummerSlam.
The two most aggressive ones.
Definitely. Cause to me, KO looked the best on the other side, and Jacob Fatu looked the best on the Bloodline side.
Because KO was ready. From the stare down, he was ready.
And I'm actually glad that they ain't make KO or Randy take the pin. At least Cody took it. Like, I know Cody the champ, but I get tired of seeing KO be the fall guy.
Yeah.
And what you probably finna say is they said they set that up so Solo can go against Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel about that anyway?
What?
How you feel about the Bloodline right now and Cody in highest form?
So I like Cody, and I feel like Cody should have been having more like open challenge championship matches. Because I feel like at SummerSlam it would have been so poetic if he would have lost to Solo Sikoa and Roman come back. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Cody gonna beat Solo and Roman still gonna come back. But I feel like Solo should beat Cody and take the title. And this new version of the Bloodline, it's a little bit more ruthless compared to the old version. So I kind of like that, but I feel like they still need a mouthpiece, because everybody in the original Bloodline played their part. Like, you know, I mean, Tama Tonga and Jey Uso kind of was the same. They was that guard dog, the right hand man, the one that always wanted to fight people. But the difference was Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman really, they'll send Paul Heyman out there to stir the pot or tell them, we need you to do this. Or y'all don't want to fight Roman, y'all need to go fight so-and-so. This new Bloodline, it's Solo there, but I don't know. It feel like they're missing one thing, and I just don't know what it is. Maybe if Solo win the title, I don't know. That could be it, but I don't know. What you feel about the new Bloodline?
I like you said, it's more serious. Shoot, they don't do a whole bunch of talking and a whole bunch of playing. They get straight to the point. They let you know what's up, and we get in, we get out.
Yep. But I also, when this new Bloodline was forming, I thought about, what if they had it to where they brought outsiders in? I know that would ruin the fact that they call it the Bloodline, even though I know Sammy got brought into the original Bloodline. What I'm saying is, when Cody was feuding with AJ Styles, and Solo was like, we already have Cody under control, you know, that's around the time that AJ Styles had turned on Cody again and had attacked him, and then the Good Brothers was up there too. I feel like they should have linked them groups together, because you would have formed the Bullet Club in the WWE, because you would have had AJ, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, you would have had Tama Tonga, you would have had Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga and Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows is like the founding members of the Bullet Club. And AJ is one of the old members. So I feel the old leaders. So I feel like they kind of could have did that. And then this new Bloodline would have been extremely crazy. It would have been like, dang, Roman, how you gonna beat them? You gotta get the family back together. You might have to get Sammy too.
But I know we going off in the future, but what you think is gonna happen? Because it's still 4 against 3.
I mean, you know what I know, or probably heard what I heard. It's rumblings about, you know, Zilla Fatu might be coming.
Zilla Fatu is the brother of who?
Oh, I forgot. I can look it up, but I forgot. I knew it earlier, but it slipped my mind. But I know that that super tall dude, he the son of Umaga. Is he? Hold up. I might looked at the wrong thing. So Zilla, I think Zilla is Umaga brother. Let's see. Okay, this keep popping up. Umaga. Okay, like I said, yeah, Zilla is the son of Umaga. Yeah.
So all them really are some kin for real.
Yeah.
And something.
Bro, the Samoan bloodline is a real thing. It is.
I'm like,
It's deep, man. And you know, a lot of them, back in the day, they took blood oaths to where my family gonna be linked in forever with your family, and we family.
yeah, because ain't that Haku and all them like Tomatonga and them are really and what's name them granddaddies and stuff
Yep.
uh Rock and what's name granddad.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So
So I was like, they tired of me now because I some kin to like some kind of form of family to each other anyway.
yeah, don't get me wrong. A lot of them got a lot of kids.
They do.
So
Solo got what they say? Solo got 5.
Mm-hmm.
Solo got 5. Jimmy got 2. I think Jay got 2. Roman got what? 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a nice little little tribe coming on behind them. I think they said Jacob 2 got like 2 or 3. Tomatonga got about 2 or 3. All of them got about 2 or 3.
So yeah, man. I mean, they are the biggest and probably the most known wrestling family. Like, in all honesty, I mean, you know, everybody know the Harts, everybody know the Rhodes, everybody know the Steiners. So yeah, but their bloodline serious. They got somebody in each of the companies. They got control of all the companies. If we be honest, some way, somehow. But so you asked me what I believe will happen. You said it's 4 against 3. I don't know, man. I feel like Jacob Fatu really might either turn on Solo or he might just leave the bloodline. Cause I feel like he can. And he'll be perfectly fine. Or they could treat him like, you know, how Spider-Man was in like Civil War, the original comics. How Spider-Man, like Iron Man and Captain America was trying to get him to join their side. They could do Jacob Fatu like that. Or they could give Roman the Super Cena treatment. And don't forget, we got to talk about that too. But
what?
Cena. But they could give Roman the Super Cena treatment to where he don't need no help. All he needs is Paul Heyman. And he just wreck everybody and go home. But I was thinking, before Roman even come back, I feel like Jimmy could possibly come back first.
I thought Jimmy was gonna come back to last night and make them lose.
I thought that too. I thought Jimmy would potentially come back first.
I feel like Jimmy gonna be back this week. He gonna be back Saturday. Well, for Friday.
I think he should come back with Paul Heyman. Or they should just wait and bring Paul Heyman back with Roman. But anyway, yeah, I feel like this would be the perfect time to get Jimmy to stand by himself and stand alone, to kind of be like, okay, Jimmy could be, you know, a main event player like his brother.
Some havoc. He don't even have to win no matches. Just when they be in matches, just mess it up.
Yeah, just
just show your face, mess it up, do this little silly stuff that you do. It'll fit in perfect right now.
It would. I already got a name for him. He can come in there, hit and run Jimmy. He can run in, attack them, and leave. And so they be mad, be like, we can't get our hands on him. That's your brother. What you gonna do, Solo? I mean, that is, but I don't think they're gonna do that now that I thought about it, because Cody probably finna beef with Solo, and Jimmy would just throw that off. So I think Roman gonna end up just returning, potentially with Paul and Jimmy at SummerSlam. So I might have talked myself out of it. But I would love that for Jimmy, in my opinion. I really would. But the big question is, when Roman do come back, how is the WWE gonna look? You think everybody just gonna accept him as a babyface?
Yeah.
I mean, people saying they miss Roman, but do they really miss Roman? Cause folks they be fake.
My thing is, how would you pull? How you gonna pull a babyface Roman since you so used to him being what he is now? How are you gonna pull that off?
Man, he gonna have to be the same exact way. He's gonna have to be the same exact way, because it was multiple times they had the chance to turn him babyface while he was the head of the table, and they didn't do it. So you could easily have him. I like the Roman that when he first came back, like right before he started calling himself the head of the table, where like I said, he would wreck everyone and leave. Like, so he would beat folks down and then he would just leave, and it was just him and Paul Heyman. They could easily have it to where Roman come there, he cool and stuff, he still, I'm the real tribal chief, blah blah, and he'd be like, acknowledge me. And then instead of him talking crap about the crowd, he just talk about his enemy. And I think that'll work.
Like vintage Rock. Yep. Not a babyface, not a heel.
But also, think about it. With Paul Heyman, it don't matter if you a heel or a face. Paul Heyman gonna say what he got to say anyway. So Paul Heyman can make him look like a face without Roman even saying a word. Cause Brock ain't talked for the longest in his career, and Paul Heyman got him over as a face, a heel, a in-betweener. So, yeah.
Well, I miss Roman. Roman did cool shit. It's just like the certain shit that he did was just like real nigga shit, like real cool stuff. I'm like the vintage Mike catch from Brock.
Yeah, that didn't nobody see till later.
Right, can't beat it. And didn't even bat an eye.
Now he winked at him.
I know. I'm talking about he ain't bat an eye when he caught it. He ain't even look down. He just boom, caught that junk.
Yeah. But let's go and get to it. So, man, John Cena got announced by Trish Stratus to come out. It was a surprise. Did nobody really know John Cena was gonna be there. And he came and told us he gonna retire. So he just gonna retire on us. How dare him?
Yeah. Man, anybody deserves to just go out like that is him. He announced this is his Kobe Bryant moment. This is his farewell tour.
Yep. This what LeBron need to do. Probably shit. He probably need to do this in 2025 too.
I don't think it's gonna be next year. I think it's gonna be the year. I think it's gonna be the year after.
Okay,
I think he's gonna play this year, and then that next year he's gonna play these next 2 years, and I think that's gonna be it.
Okay.
I think after this year he's gonna announce that this is his last year coming up. He don't got nothing else to prove, man.
At all. But yeah, man. So we could spend a whole video talking about John Cena, but he said that 2025 is gonna be his last year in the WWE. He said that WrestleMania is gonna be his last one, but that's not gonna be his last stop. So, what you think? And he said he gonna wrestle a good number of times.
I feel like he gonna give it. He's gonna give this his all. He gonna give it his all. He gonna do what he have to do.
Do you think he gonna accomplish some stuff that he didn't get to accomplish while he was full-time wrestling, like the Intercontinental title, that 17, being the one alone.
I don't think he want to break the 17.
I think he should.
I think he should too, but I don't think he going to.
I don't know, man. They should, and if they do, it should be early in the year. So if he was to do it, he should get a WrestleMania victory.
You know what would be crazy? Have Solo win at SummerSlam and have John Cena take it from Solo.
You could. You definitely
knowing
could.
that Solo was the last person to beat John Cena.
I ain't thinking that. That would be good. But
yep.
Okay, if you had to have somebody to retire John Cena, who would you pick? Now you can give me somebody from his past, and you can give me somebody from like the future, like the up and coming.
Bro, the person who I would want to retire John Cena ain't even with the company no more, and you know who I'm talking about.
Who is that? Sasha Banks? No, I'm just playing. I thought about Edge, Adam Copeland the other day. I was gonna ask you this question. That's the one person I thought about.
I feel like Edge will be part of the person to retire John Cena. If not Edge, then CM Punk.
I'm saying Randy. Even though
Randy was
because Edge and John Cena, their careers are intertwined forever, just like John Cena and Randy. But CM Punk, John Cena helped him a lot. If it wasn't for John Cena, there probably wouldn't be a big CM Punk in the WWE. Like the whole pipe bomb, that was against John Cena. So, I mean, they intertwine, but I feel like it's a deeper intertwine with Edge and Randy, because they kind of came up together. And they have multiple moments that you can watch and relive. Like, John Cena tossed Edge off of all them ladders and stuff into them tables, and he felt bad. So, yeah. Any of them is good, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because if it wasn't for John Cena, we wouldn't have got the pipe bomb either. John Cena and Vince McMahon. Let's see. What major thing do you feel like will happen in John Cena last year for him or against him?
If it's not winning the belt, he's already Grand Slam, man. If he's not a Grand Slam, I feel like he would probably accomplish that. They'll have to have him accomplish that.
I don't know if I don't believe he has won the Intercontinental title. I think him and Sheamus is like the two big superstars that have not won that title. So let me check real quick, because he definitely needs to win that. Let me see. Nope. He has not won that title. It's crazy. He been there all the time and has not won it.
He's never won the Continental title?
Never.
Well, at least get him the Grand Slam. Make sure he gets the Grand Slam.
It says he's considered one of the greatest of all time, but he cannot be considered a Grand Slam champion because he has never won the Intercontinental title. They could. I mean, and then we could see him do the Intercontinental Open. Cause these people, these superstars that's in the WWE right now, definitely he'll have some good matches. Plus WWE in a good spot right now too. Cause you know TNA people can come over too. So it's just wild. So ain't no telling. John Cena could end up fighting anybody. But we gonna end it on that note. Wrestling with the Brothers, kinda thank you for joining me.
I got you, man. Anytime. We're gonna pick this up next time.
All right. Y'all stay locked in. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll be back with another one. Until next time.